All right. For those of you that haven't been watching, this is my latest installment on rebuilding bases in the forge areas. This is the Mithril Forge, so spoilers ahead if you haven't gotten here yet. Probably don't want to be looking, but I'll show you what I did here. This is a smaller area. The Mithril Forge is very small compared to the other forges. I think it might be the smallest. I could be wrong, or at least tied for it. Alright, so through the doors, can't really do much with those doors. I did put in a quick stair to get up here. I repaved it. Standard entryway. 2 adamant doors. I just had a spawn of 3 trolls, one at a time, 3 in a row out there. Great way to get diamonds, by the way. They drop all the best crap. So that's why I'm a little damaged. So you come in here, and of course, I buried the thing that if you bump into it, the little round blue sphere, I buried it. You can barely see the shadow underneath where I am now. I'm kind of staring at it. Now, I did mark the graveyard, the grave, very nice for Durin. I paved around it, but first I put up, if you can see, I put up granite walls, and then I paved around it, and it created a nice effect, and then I put some gates around it. I put a little light, a little torch up there in Moria, because I wanted to expose it. I didn't want to try to pave it. I didn't even try, actually. You might be able to pave over it. Anyway, I used a very similar concept than when I used in a grug. In the tighter areas, you have to build up pretty tight. I usually go with these building-looking places. Though there is some dead space in here, I just didn't know what to do with. But I'll show you what I got. So, straight ahead. A different version of, because I had a little more width here, a different version of that sweeping staircase. If you go straight ahead, you will get to the cooking area that overlooks the forge. And there's the forge. Okay, so that's just like the other one. Now, if you go up on either wing, you will go all the way to the top. So this is the 3rd floor. And of course, on each one of these, you have your King's Brew tank. There are 4 King's Brew tanks here. And I'll show you down there. You can just walk right up to them. Put up a nice wooden gate or railing. We do have a farm up here. It's not as big as the other farms, but there's, I don't know what's going on with the lighting. They are lit. So there's a nice healthy sized farm up here. And on the other side, it's a much smaller building. I could have made it a lot bigger, but I don't know. Just wanted to show other options if you don't need massive place. But this building is where I'll do mushroom store for mushroom growth and stuff like that. Okay. So that's if you go up. If you stay on the level near the front door and you go through the tunnel, of course you get to the forge. I built a little dais to put our Kudzel forge on. Then the other forge is over here. There are 3 Ufan furnaces. And then a bunch of little ones over here, 4 of them. Now on this side, I put some grist mills, but I could have extended the building out a little bit more and created a tighter alley. But the 2 statues that are here, they were too close, and then I'm like, well, that's a lot of extra, and I can't tie into the pillars. And tying into the pillars for support as you go up really adds a crap ton of stability. So yeah, I decided to make a smaller area here. And that's some dead space. I mean, I could put something in it later, but nothing inspired me. Okay. This is one of my tray repairs to the stairway. I think it turned out quite nice. This one's got some stone poking out. Particularly if you go up here. Now this is your adamant construction bridge building technique leading to granite stairs, and you can look out over the forges or the furnaces, and of course the forge. The brewery's on the other side. You can see the kitchen. And that's that empty hall. Alright, let's go on the other side just real quick. I could only fit 4 of the medium tanks here. I mean, I could put 4 more on the other side, but I decided not to, or 3 more on the other side. I mean, I could. But I figure with these 4 and these 4, you have more than enough. So, 4 King's Brew tanks. All spaced nice. You can access them from the top. Nice stairs to get to them. Of course, the other 2 statues of Durin. There is a space here I could do something with, but again, nothing inspired me. Alright, let's go back to the front. This is a 2-story building on the first floor. I'll go out the front first. So we're back at the grave. Alright, this is building 2. It is the larger of the 2 buildings. If you go through here, you get to a storage area. And then out from the storage area into the forge and brewery. Up here, right above that little building, is the smaller brew. There's 5 small brew tanks, and of course you can walk out on here and get at the tops of all your medium brew tanks. On the other side of building 2, again, here we are at the front. You have a storage area in your crafting area. And this leads out to the King Brew tanks. It's a basic crafting area, 1 of each of the items for crafting, and then shelving to put storage on. Again, I'm not moving into this place. Now up here on top of building 2 is your room. It's got all the basic amenities. It's not as nice as some of the other rooms that I've done. Now this is granite construction, mostly adamant at the bottom, but I didn't use adamant for the floors. And so, and you do have a little balcony. That's not a bad view. Alright, so let's go back down, and I'll show you building 1. The bottom of building 1 has crafting and storage. So not as large a storage as I normally have, but it's a moderate amount. And then of course you're back in the forge and the furnaces. And then upstairs you have a second bedroom, and this one's unfurnished. It's got this little area here. There's no balcony or anything, but it's a basic serviceable room. I'm running out of some resources, so I've decided not to decorate everything. Alright. That's it. This is the Mithril Forge, 250 fathoms deep in Moria. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, please click the up thumb, and if you would like to see more, just hit subscribe. I try to put out a video every couple of days, if not sooner, showing various builds and build techniques, and then on weekends I do filming playing the game for a second run through or more, so my grandson can see some combat, because he said I'm boring because I don't do enough combat, I only build. Though I have to be honest, even with the quirks of this game, I still love building. In fact, I want more building materials to build more. Alright, thank you all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.